What up, folks? Labruski here. I changed the channel name to just my name, Lucas. Going forward, I want to kind of do different content, I guess. And I don't know. I was like, Labruski kind of sounds more like a gamer tag. So I would prefer to just go by my actual first name. Maybe I'll change it again in the future. Who knows? I don't know. But anyhow, I wanted to come on, make a video for you guys. Very low budget. All the videos I do are low budget, but especially this one, it's not very well put together. Sorry, I'm just using my iPhone to film it and my AirPods to record the audio. So I hope it sounds somewhat okay. I apologize if it's just completely unwatchable. But I've been toying with the idea of doing another video, kind of just an update video and whatnot for, I don't know, probably like three or 4 weeks, really. And I'm like, okay, I just need to do it. I just need to put something out there for you guys, upload a video. That way I can kind of get back into, I guess, hopefully the habit of uploading videos again. I don't know. I don't know what I guess the biggest thing why I haven't been uploading is I put all my camera and equipment away that I used to film, and I'm just too lazy to bring it back out and film. And I know that's a very poor excuse, but it's the excuse I'm going to use. So I decided to just do my AirPods and my iPhone and no editing. I'm just going to speak from the heart and upload this video. So, yeah, I just want to update everyone on kind of where I'm at, where the channel's at. I apologize again. I know it's been a few months, I think April or March maybe, since my last upload, which was a comic review. In that time, I got a job. I lost that job. Now I'm working part-time at a movie theater. I'm trying to become an electrician. I'm trying to join the electricians union. So I'm kind of in the process of that. That's a longer process. And I think maybe I'll do a separate video on kind of my job journey or career journey, whatever. Because I do think I've definitely made some mistakes and whatnot that I think for those of you who maybe are coming out of high school or college, should definitely try to avoid, and I think I've just learned a lot about searching for a job, and also, maybe do a video on like AI and how that's probably going to affect the workplace, because I think there's a lot to talk about there. So yeah, I mean, not a whole lot has changed. I turned 25. So I'm a quarter of a century old, which is cool, I guess. I don't know. It's weird, I feel like I'm falling behind compared to some of my peers and whatnot. And I think that I will do a video on that as well about, why I feel like that. And ultimately, I don't know. When I think about it, that's my initial reaction, I guess. It's like, oh shit, I'm falling behind compared to my friends and family and whatnot. Like, what am I doing? Ultimately, I don't think that's really the case, though. So yeah, what else has been going on in my life? Nothing. I've turned 25. I'm, hopefully gonna be able to join the electricians union. Still living at home. Yay. No, it is nice to live at home in some ways, Maybe I'll do a video on that too. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. I haven't read a whole lot of comics, sad to say. I have been reading, just not comics, more like nonfiction books. I guess that's kind of where my interests are nowadays. I don't know. Not that I'm going to sell off any of my comics or anything. Maybe I will. I don't know. But that's just kind of what I've been more interested in reading about. And right now I'm reading a history book, A People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn. I have to say, I'm on page 182. I feel like I've been reading it for my entire life. It's very, a little dry almost, but I do think it's an important book. I do like history, some history. I wouldn't consider myself a history buff, at least not yet. Maybe if I read more and whatnot, but I do like nonfiction, mostly like memoirs. Or like autobiographical stuff, I really enjoy that. I am reading Birthright by Joshua Williamson currently. I am enjoying that. That's seriously, I think, the first comic I've read in a couple months, so I've definitely kind of fallen off the comic book train a little bit. And maybe that's another reason why I kind of stopped uploading too, is just because I didn't have much energy, I guess, to read comics and talk about them. Not that I won't ever again, but I think I'm really just trying to hold on to comics and my passion for it. And now it's kind of, I hate to say it, a little, I guess, sizzling out almost. I don't know. So I don't know about I can promise you or guarantee you, I probably will do another comic book video at some point on this channel. But I don't want this channel to just be a comic book channel, because I have other interests, other hobbies that I want to start exploring. So I guess going forward, if, you are subscribed and you're like, sorry, Lucas, I wanted a comic book channel, I'm going to unsubscribe. That's totally cool. I understand that. And I'm sorry I can't meet your expectations in that regard. But I guess my heart is not just, it's just not in that anymore, So I guess going forward, I would like to do maybe some, I don't want to say travel videos, because I don't travel. I don't have the money to travel right now. I'm working part-time in a movie theater. So all my money gets saved or towards my car payment and whatnot. But, I do want to start exploring life and exploring the world in some ways. And, I live in upstate New York, and I think there's a lot of great places to do that. So I guess, I don't know. I would say maybe like lifestyle videos is the type of content I want to make. Like I just want to be able to ramble about something, whether it be like, like I mentioned, like the AI in the workplace, or how I kind of feel like I'm falling behind, like just struggles that I have in my life and, my past experiences and whatnot, and just have it be more, treat this channel more like a journal, essentially, if that makes sense. And so I don't know. I don't know if I want to use my phone to record more videos. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I've always had issues uploading or transferring the video from my iPhone to like a PC. I don't know why that's like so difficult for me. It just is something about, I don't know if it's about my phone or whatnot. And I'm sorry for all the shakiness too. I'm probably just going to upload this right to YouTube after I record it. So yeah, I guess going forward, just expect, I guess, like lifestyle / journal and whatever videos. I don't know. Like I will probably just try to find a pretty cheap camera that I like. The camera I have now, it's a DSLR. It's very kind of, I don't want to say it's heavy, but it's awkward to kind of like carry and whatnot. So I may look for like a smaller alternative. I don't know, maybe like a GoPro. I don't think that's a cheaper alternative though. And then maybe also some sort of like lav mic that I can just kind of bring around. Like if I want to go for a walk and just off the cuff, just talk about a topic that's been on my mind and I feel like I have a lot to say. Or if I want to like just go on a hike somewhere and record it and upload it, I think that's just kind of what I'm going to do. Like I said, I do think I'll probably, as I read comics, if one really speaks to me, I think you know, I'll probably make a video about that. Same with like nonfiction books that I read. You know, I think I will probably make videos on that and just kind of talk about the book and what I liked, what I didn't like, if I suggest it, yada yada yada. So I don't know. I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. But I want to start uploading again. And I don't know, maybe I'll just try to do one video a week and just stick to that, you know, and so I'm sorry, but I have very low expectations from me with this channel. Also too, before I let you all go, if you're still watching, thank you. The All-in-One Nerd Show, I do want to try to get that going again, with Tyler, aka Illuminerdy. He's very, very busy in his personal life. I won't go into detail about that just because I don't think it's my place to kind of share. But he's got a lot going on right now, so it's not a great time for him to do that, to do the All-in-One Nerd Show. But whenever he's able to, I think I would love to maybe get that going again, you know, once a week and whatnot, to talk about nerdy things, movies, whatever we want to talk about. So hopefully, you know, we were able to do a show at some point in the near future, even if just kind of like a one-off. You know, hopefully we can both find the time to do it, because I do love that show. I love doing it with Tyler. I don't want to necessarily do it with anybody else. I think, you know, he's 50% of the show. It's not the All-in-One Nerd Show without him. So I'm not going to find a different co-host or anything like that. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Once again, I'm so sorry about the quality of this video. I can't imagine it's going to be great. Hopefully you guys can hear me somewhat okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys have been up to. I would love to hear from all of you, and hopefully you'll be hearing more from me in the near future. All right, guys, take care.